Okay. You know, as you grow up, you try to find yourself. You hang with different crowds. You change your style of how you dress, and still to this day, we still do that. Just because, as humans, we're always growing and developing. And I feel like you're not living unless you're learning. You know, life is not just about doing things, experiencing things. I think good and negative experiences are all learning experiences. Now, it's whether your choice to take certain situations you go through and turn it into a positive learning experience, even though it's negative. So, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'll give you, I guess, a little personal background of myself. You wouldn't believe the story I told you, but even though I'm 21 and I'm young, so people don't think I experience a lot of things. However, I believe the growth and development came from my horrible experiences. And it wasn't just because you know, a person that goes through things could take that horrible experience and turn into a horrible, or take it to and start to become a negative person because of those negative experiences. Or you can take it as motivation or or inspiration to move from those negative experiences, move from that negative environment. So, sorry guys. So those are those are your options. Either you can take it as a negative and be depressed and let it, hold that negativity in, or use it to just somehow make that negative situation and turn it into a positive situation with anybody, with friends, with family, with loved ones. To share a little bit about my life, I've been abused since I was basically born. I have a long history of the situations. I've been to mental abuse, physical abuse, and not to get into details, but I took the situation from where I came and turned it into a positive thing. Instead of sitting here doing bad in school and being miserable, although of course you cannot control your emotions, what you can control is your actions on how you react to the situation. Your emotions, yeah, you'll feel angry, yeah, you'll feel hurt, yeah, you'll feel like you want to physically fight somebody. However, the thing about developing as a human being and as an adult and maturing is to control your actions. You can't control the emotions. You will always have some type of feeling towards a situation. We're all human. We all have emotions. But what helps make you who you are is taking a situation and learning from it. Using it as a growing process. Not just taking it as a negative, as you see those people that complain, I've been through this, I've been through that, I'm tired, You're feeding into all the negative stuff. But if you take a negative situation and just somehow find a positive way to look at the situation, you're being positive. So when you're being positive, positive things will come to you, and you're working towards positive things. But when you're feeding into negative, complaining because you don't have a good job, you don't have money, or you don't like the way your body looks, be happy. I always feel like no matter what I've been through, the situation always kind of got worse. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to sit here and complain about my life when there's somebody out there that could be in a worse situation and probably don't even complain? You know what I'm saying? So it's about humbling yourself first. Humbling yourself, appreciating for where you stand no matter how bad the situation might be, somehow finding a positive outlook out the situation and turning it into a positive outlook. It's harder than what it is, trust me. I know it's hard. It's not like I haven't been through anything. I will somehow later on make a video about my life. It won't be in one video because I've been through a lot of stuff at my young age. Trust me, I have. And just having faith in yourself, faith in just having change. I'm religion, I'm Christian. Having faith, knowing that God will pull you out the situation. God put people through situation to test their faith, to test their strength, the endurance to see throughout any situation that you can overcome it, and you could turn that negative situation and turn it into a learning experience. Every negative situation that occurred in my life, although I might not have reacted the best way, however, I sat and learned from those mistakes. I sat back and evaluated everything I've been through in life and looked at it as a positive outcome, as a learning experience, of what not to do, what not to go back again, or where not to turn on, in certain situations in life, and just turn things into a positive thing. And this may sound like I'm getting off track of knowing yourself, but this has a lot to do with knowing yourself. It's building a foundation. It's building character. It's building strength. It's building endurance. When I mean endurance, is when you can go through a lot of situations without breaking, without falling, without sitting here feeling like your life is about to end. You're able to overcome those things. So I know there's a lot of people out there that go through a lot of things. Trust me, I know. And I'm smiling because it's something that I can relate to. And it's something that I know a lot of people can relate to. A lot of people can relate to so many situations, not just about haters. Haters is just something that you will always have as a person, especially if you're a unique individual and you know who you are. And if you know who you are, you attract a lot of more haters. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't stand the people that stand out, that's leaders, that's comfortable with their self, that's able to control their self as an adult and step away from certain situations and not feed into negativity, not complain about stuff. And you have, like me, I have big dreams. A lot of people don't like the fact that I want to do a lot in life. I have big dreams. I'm very ambitious. I'm very driven. I'm very motivated. And the reason being of that is because I've been through places where, until this day, I never thought where I say I might not be in the best place where to other people, but to me, I already know that I can accomplish anything if I've been through a lot of situations. Because when I talk to people, they're like, I can't believe you've been through that. You know what I'm saying? You can, and it's just, I don't know, everything I've been through just builds confidence, character in me. So just knowing yourself, you know what I'm saying, even if you haven't been through a lot of stuff, there's not, everybody hasn't been through, it doesn't even matter. Everybody has their own story, because I'm sure everybody been through some situation, and everybody, no matter what situation is, in their heads, that's their drama, that's their situation. So I'm not sitting here saying somebody hasn't been through a tough situation. No, I'm not pointing that out. What I'm saying is, no matter what situation you go through, take it as a learning experience. Try to always make the best decisions in that situation. Know that your emotions, yes, that's something you can't control, that's something you have. But don't always react off your emotions. It is really hard, and it's been testing me really strong in college, because in high school, of course, you can get away. High school and stuff like that. I'm not saying you always get away. There are consequences, but the consequences are not as strong as an adult, where situations you can react without, getting the punishment of as an adult. So what I'm saying right now is just to have confidence in yourself, know who you are, and don't let certain situations fail you. Somebody's talking crap about you, know who you are. You know who you are, and everybody around you that cares and loves you know who you are. So it won't faze them to hear somebody talking negative about them. They won't entertain that. And if anybody's sitting here speaking negative about you, or they're just a negative person always complaining of stuff, you have to step aside and just evaluate people. Evaluate what they talk about. Do they talk optimistic about situations? Because what am I trying to say? It's like negative spreads like fire. If you sit here and adding fuel to the fire, it's going to spread on you. And the negativity of that person you're hanging with that's acting negative, gossiping about other people, talking about other people, that's going to spread and reflect on you, reflect on your life, bring drama and chaos to your life. So you have to step aside sometimes from those people that are negative to you. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, some people you just have to straight out ignore. Because some people will sit here and try to crush your spirit, or try to bring you down, or try to talk about you to test whether you know who you are. Because if you do, you don't have to prove to the world you know who you are. You know who you are. You're content with yourself. You're content with everybody that's around you that is important to you. And you know for sure they know who you are, and you know who you are. And that's the most important thing. You know who you are. You know you're a positive person. You know you're trying to make a positive difference in life. So it shouldn't matter what the world thinks. The world is not going to pay your bills. The world is not going to bring your dreams to you. So therefore, the world tries to steal your joy. So don't let them do that. That's why you just have to know who you are and take everything you go through as just a learning process to help build character. Anything you go through, build confidence, build character. And when you sit here and look through that outlook of life, you start to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you start to build character. You start to go through things, and everything you go through, no matter what it is, it won't even feel as if it's the worst event ever. It'll just feel like another add-on to a character. It's like giving you a badge, an honor of all these things you've been through and how you sat here, took a negative situation and turned it into a positive. And to me, that's what knowing who you are is all about. Bye, you guys.